I'm going to talk about what's happening with the eggs and church for the next 2 weeks. So remember, the first Sunday was Palm Sunday, and we had the donkey in the egg, and we talked about how it was a different procession that Jesus did and where he went. And the next day, the Monday, we had the fig leaf, remember? And the fig leaf was to remind us about the fruit that Jesus wants us to have. When we love God and we come to church and our hearts are changed, we should have fruit of patience and love and kindness and all of those things. The third one was Tuesday, were the praying hands. That we're to love God with all our heart and our soul and our mind, and that we're to love others as our very selves. And so we pray that God do that. So for the Wednesday, there are two things. One is, it's about rough edges and smooth edges. It's about disciples that have rougher edges and disciples that have smoother edges. So Judas was a disciple. And one of the things that we know about Judas is that he turned Jesus in to the authorities, and he turned them over, and they paid him money so that he would, so he got paid so that Jesus would be arrested. I think he was afraid. I think he didn't want to be arrested himself and be killed. And that he didn't really believe that Jesus would be risen, would rise. The other one is about the smooth edges. And there's a woman, she's the unnamed woman in the Bible, and she takes a jar of oil that is worth 1 year salary. And she opens it and she pours it on his head and she blesses him. And one of the things about that is that she blesses him, she shows how much she loves him and how much he's worth to her. But they also put oil on people when they're going to die or when they've died. So she believed in him that he was going to die and was going to rise again. And so people really upset that she spent all that money, that valuable oil on him, but yet he said no. You know, she has those smooth edges. She believes in me. So that's the Wednesday. On the Thursday is probably a day you know one of the best. And that's communion. And that's Passover, when Jesus has the bread and he has the cup and he says, this is my body and my blood that's poured out for you. I'm going to die for you, for a relationship with you, so you can live forever with God in heaven. And so that's what you get on Thursday. And we'll talk more about that at B3 the following week.